Hello friends, in today's video I want to take care of something that's been driving me crazy all the time. On your newer Briggs & Stratton engines, Hondas, and some other brands, they don't have any oil drain plugs in them. So what I do is I just use the extractor here. This is a Pennzoil extractor that I bought from Home Depot. It was like 11 bucks. And it works pretty good. My problem here with this is that this top hose here is the suction one. So this hose here is what you want to put in down into the dipstick tube. And when you pump it, it pumps the oil through this tube here and into a container. Now, I've tried like oil drain pans, stuff like that. It's been nothing but a big mess. So what I use is this 5-gallon oil jug from when I change the oil in the truck, and I'll stick the hose in here, but the hose doesn't stay. It wants to jump out, and yes, it has jumped out and got me all full of oil plenty of times. So in today's video, I want to try to do something with the cap here, to where we could just put this hose right down in through the cap and try to avoid some of the problems. Let me show you the cap here. Alright, so what I did here is there's like a little dimple here right in the center, but I still, I made a mark this way on the cap and this way on the cap and got the center. And what I did was I took a self-tapping screw and I started the hole already. I started this one, and I figured I'd make a little vent hole too here, because if you're pumping the oil into the container, it might blow the hose out. So, all right, so let's get on with it. I got the drill set up. My problem is the size drill that I need to use. The chuck isn't big enough on my drill to accept it. So we're gonna make the first hole with the drill I got in there right now, and then I might have to use the step drill to continue. And yes, it's windy again. It's a surprise, right? Okay, so far what I did was, I used this marker with the ruler here, and I made the X, and like I said, I already made 2 holes, one vent hole and a pilot hole here, and we'll see if we can get the drill through there. I think it'll be easier to just put the cap back on here and we'll just drill through the top. I'll put the cap back on the container here. I wish I had a round container where, let me make sure you're still in focus here. Yeah. Everything's blowing around here, and it's the usual bullshit around here, Yeah, I wish I could use a bigger round container, but this one has some oil in it right now, because as we were just talking about the wind, I worry about the wind knocking this over. I want to make it so that hose is pretty long there, and I want to make it so I can just put it on the ground when I'm pumping the oil out. So we'll start off with this here. Okay, so before I go on any further, they make, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's a thin cap. They make some fittings that stick out about this high that will accept the hose. And what it is when you have the cap off, you put that fitting in there, and then it has another washer, and then it has a nut you could tighten up so the fitting would be sticking up like that. But that would be a pretty good idea. Now, okay, so what I did here with the hose is I just cut it on an angle. You guys that do the 2-stroke engines know what I'm talking about, so I can fit this in there. but I don't think it's going to fit. I might have to put the step drill in there and try to do it that way. I don't know if this is going to fit in there or not. And it doesn't appear to fit. I'm gonna put you on pause and clean this up a little bit here, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I put the step drill in here into the drill. Let me just get you up here higher. I probably missed filming when I was drilling it with the bigger drill, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, this is a step drill here that we're going to use. I don't think I have to go too much more, and then the hose will fit in there. As long as the hose don't come popping out, you know, because it's a nuisance. I don't want to go too crazy with that because I want a nice snug fit. And it's going in fine here. And you just want to stick it in there about 3 inches or so, it'll be fine, you know? And then when I'm done, I can pull this thing out. And then I could stick it back in when I have to. Yeah, so that's a nice snug fit right there. So what we'll do is we'll test it out right now and see if it works. I warmed up. This is the mower we've been working on here, the Toro. The Toro recycler. Alright, so I got the hose in the jug here. And like I said, you just got to stick it down in there about 3 inches or so. It'll be fine. You know? I like to warm stuff up before I drain the oil on anything. So on this machine, it's really not needed because it's got a drain plug in it. But I did overfill the oil on this. These are a little tough to get the hose down in there. I think there's enough there. I don't have to take that much oil out of here anyway. I can hear the vent is working, but I don't think we have the hose down in there far enough, really. Let me see if I can get that hose down in there farther. Okay, so I had to get you out of the sunlight for a second so I could get the camera back on. Alright, so of course I got the hose down in there 2 seconds after I put it on pause. So we'll try it now and see how it works. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's working great. Works good. Let me make sure I got you all in here. Pretty good. Yeah, you can probably actually see it on camera. The oil running through the hose. I should have did this years ago. You know, I've been struggling with this for a long time here. I probably pumped all the oil out of it, which doesn't matter. I'll just refill it to the full mark and make sure I don't make it over full again like it was. Yeah, any of you that follow me, yeah, this machine's running pretty good. It still has a little rod knock in it, but nothing too bad. Today would be a nice day to finish it up as far as doing the cosmetics on it, cleaning it up, and well, I can't paint because it's too windy, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be in the 60s again tomorrow. Anyway, I hope this video helps somebody out so you don't have to struggle with that hose falling out of the can. And I'm not being paid by Pennzoil or, you know, sponsored by Pennzoil or anything like that, but I have to tell you, the Pennzoil pump for 11 bucks, it works great. I use it all the time, like I said, on engines that don't have a oil drain plug. So, all right, so I hope this helps somebody out, like I said, and thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next one, and take care.